Hello, 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 hello. Was there any music playing through that at all? I wonder. Is that supposed to be music? Okay. That's good to know. Okay. So basically, I don't use my playlist when I'm playing Phasmo because there's not as much downtime as there is in DVD. So I thought maybe I could sit next to the radio and play the radio and have the music playing through this. But I don't have my game capture set up to my starting screen, so there was just nothing. Sorry. Anyway, we are hopping into some Phasmo today. I was hoping that would work, that like scuffed last minute setup for music, but alas it didn't, so. Now I know for next time I stream Phasmo I need to put game capture on my starting screen and it'll work fine. Right, okay, let's I'm now level 10, but I died and lost my stuff and I got scared and switched the game off. Well, we're going in. We are on the very, very high difficulty that I usually play on. So, we're gonna lock in here a little bit. Okay, we got the lights on. That's usually the hardest part. This is the map I died on, Tanglewood. We have a summoning circle. Not the most useful cursed possession of all time. In fact, probably the least useful cursed possession of all time because I don't have enough sanity on this difficulty to actually light the whole thing. So I quite literally cannot do like anything with that at all. Except, wait, they fixed this? They fixed the Hatsune Miku shadow. There's no way. That's really sad, actually. Anyway, let's start looking for the ghost. That's been kind of yapping. I'm playing on the easiest mode possible. Ooh. Which door was that? EMF 5. That is our one evidence. Okay, well this is probably the ghost room. Yes, it looks like it is. In all fairness, this is one of the hardest ghost rooms on this map. Because if the hunt starts when I'm in that room, then I don't have a lot of places to go. So we are gonna hope it is not a fast ghost. Your stuff is so much nicer than mine. This is what happens when you upgrade your stuff, yeah. You get super nice stuff when you upgrade. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. We don't need any other evidence items, because we have EMF 5 already. We do not have Obake or Goryo, because it cannot be either of those two. And that's all we can say for now. Why can't it be those two? Okay, so because we're playing on only one evidence, Obake is guaranteed for the evidence to be fingerprints. Goryo is guaranteed for the evidence to be dots, because it's related to their abilities. So because we have EMF 5, we cannot get fingerprints, we cannot get dots, so it can't be any of those two. If you're playing on a lower difficulty, that's not relevant information. But for this difficulty, that is like it's kind of a benefit of playing on a high difficulty. It turned on the TV. I don't know why I just tried to interact with the TV instead of the remote. Well, I mean, I'm pretty certain this is the ghost room. Yes, definitely. Which door was that? This one. Where did I leave my camera? Okay! That is not ideal. This is why I say, is that a wraith? Or did it actually just spawn on top of us and I was giga unlucky? That was a Jinn.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
That is just really unlucky. Okay, good to know. Okay, back to Tango we go. We cannot just Not complete the Tanglewood game. The jar, I'm assuming you mean this. This is salt.
Nothing else to report, unfortunately.
That is what the tier 3 salt looks like. Black salt, yes. The tier 3 salt makes the ghost move away from it if it walks on it. We've got another very quick door touch. Oops. In this room again. Not very happy about that. Music box is our cursed possession. Can we get the bone real quick? The bone might be in the basement. It could be in the basement, it could be here. Here it is, perfect. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna assume this is the ghost room. It's probably too early for it to be like giga cold, but it is colder than everywhere else, so I'm gonna assume this is the ghost room. Unhappily. We'll bring, not 2 writing books, why did I bring 2 writing books? A writing book, that, and let's bring a spirit box. That's what we're feeling like today. First thing I do is find the hiding places. We don't have hiding places. Well, I mean, we do, but we don't have a lot at all. We have, I think this is probably going to be the only one on the map. Yeah, this one's closed. The one in the garage is probably also, oh, this one's actually open. Where is FNAF Max Mode? Okay, actually, I was considering doing that today, but I quickly did like a run-through practice run yesterday, where I did a practice run of all of them. FNAF 1 obviously is free. FNAF 3 is not that hard. FNAF 4, FNAF Sister Location, and 2, I am way too out of practice on to do those, to do all of those in one day. I would actually be sitting there dying at 12 AM for 3 hours straight on those 3 games. I do actually intend to do them, but I will have to do some off-stream practice over the week on 2, 4, and Sister Location to get like back into the rhythm of those games. Whoopsie daisies. Okay, 6 degrees is definitely the room. Anyways, hence I ask you, where is FNAF Max Mode? Why don't I have this on my perks? I have to talk into it. If you go to options and then voice recognition mode right here, if you put it to text, it pops up with that. Honestly, I can put this back to voice. Hold on. Yeah, I'll put this back to voice. Should be fine. Do I want to grab anything else here? I grab a crucifix before we grab the... No, we'll grab the UV and the salt at the same time. Yeah, I ask you, Hans, where is your FNAF? Fucking hell. This is really not the greatest hiding spot of all time, by the way. But we gotta work with what we got, so... Okay. So it's an early hunter, I presume. If that's not an early hunter, then it's something that has drained my sanity at a very concerning pace. Anyway, we can rule out a couple ghosts though because of the speed. That was not a Rev. That was definitely not a Fae. That was not a Dio. That was not a Moroi. That was not a Hantu. That was not a Raiju. Anything else we can rule out based off that? That was not a Twins either. I don't think that was a Myling. I'll leave it with that. So we have a cheeky ghost. Jesus, hello buddy. How's this looking? Interaction, disturbed salt, burnt crucifix, and another salt photo. We are still not having our evidence yet. Hi, Grandma. Jesus. You're gonna start hunting immediately here. Kind of to be worried now that she's not gonna start hunting from here instead of from her room. Because the event moved her. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Where was that door touch? What door did she just touch? That must have been in the foyer, right? Monka. Ooh, is that another Jinn? That might be another Jinn. I would like to get one more look at that, but I believe we are looking at a Jinn again. She burnt the crucifix. Did it move? No, I don't think so. I had a ghost photo. I don't know if that counts as a ghost photo when the ghost is not visible. But the ghost was there. That's a Jinn. That's definitely a Jinn. That's 1000% a Jinn. Yeah. Okay, that's a Jinn. How can you tell? Jinn significantly speeds up when it sees you far away from it. That's what's going on now. I need to get... I literally just need one more photo and a motion sensor presence detection. I just smudged it. I don't need the crucifix. I can get the motion sensor, get it to walk on some salt, and then we're done. We have like a minute before it will hunt again. Where did I leave my camera? I'm like low-key greeting for the perfect. Where did she even go? Alright, well, I guess we'll leave this here. We'll bait her back to the kitchen. Hi. I threw it in the kitchen? Okay, thank you. I'll grab some salt for the I can just grab this here, actually. I'll just grab another one. I think she moved to the foyer. They can move rooms. They can move rooms. So that should be everything done. So look, I'm gonna run into the garage here, and she's gonna follow me in. When she sees me and turns this corner, see how much she sped up there? Got significantly faster when she saw us. Hello. Oh, can we do the funny? Fuck, okay. That should be a perfect. We got all the pictures, we got all the objectives, we got the bone.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
Very nice, that is almost 3,000 money for us. Grafton. I always have to start with Tanglewood. I don't know why. I like my rule when streaming Phasor is to always play Tanglewood the first game and then go random. William Wilson, huh? I don't know why that's my, you got more money in one game than I have after playing for a few hours. It's because I play on such a high difficulty, yeah. The higher difficulty you play on, the more money you get. That's also why I play on such a high difficulty. I like the big payout that you get for it. What's that? Hello, Cam. Well, the ghost must be around here. I've not played Farmhouse yet, too difficult for me. Bleasdale Farmhouse is actually really hard now. I don't know Bleasdale well enough, but I like Grafton a lot. Strange. I wonder if this is the room. We did just get into the house, so the ghost will not have cooled it down enough yet. All the rooms will be still fairly warm. Found the breaker. There's a decent hiding spot there. I would like to do a little bit of snooping around for the cursed possession. And the bone. I like that spot. Yeah, that's a pretty good hiding spot. Very unlikely the ghost will ever go there. Okay, I'm fairly convinced this is the ghost room. It seems that the temperature is going down in here. Let's do a quick sweep, see if we can find the cursed possession. It's probably upstairs, right? Okay, it's not a doll. It might just be a summoning circle in here. Yes, tragic. Not very useful. And we have the chair hiding spot. This is another really good hiding spot, hiding behind this chair. I've never died in this spot ever. I've not used any of the cursed possessions yet. If you're still relearning the game, I'd probably recommend not using them. They are definitely risk reward. And the easier the game is, the less rewarding it is, and the riskier it is. So okay, I do not see Gorbs anywhere. Okay, this room is cold now. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Are you here? Are you close? Okay. Okie dokie. Well, it is not an Oni. Because Oni cannot do the airball event that we just saw. So if a ghost does, if you see that airball, you know for a fact that your ghost is not an Oni. Ding 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 ding. Temperature looking still cold. Alright, let's go grab the salt and the UV light. And we'll grab another one of those. Just so we can cover the rest of the room with the book. Honestly, trying to salt up this room is not the greatest experience of all time because it's such a big room. It is easier said than done to get the ghost to walk through salt in this room. Did it touch this door? Where's that? No, okay. If those EMFs had both disappeared at the same time, this would just be a Yuri. But they did not feel like making it that simple. I played one and it was in the basement when the chair started rocking, so I noped out of it on there. I love some of the ghost events in this game. I cannot wait for the Horror 2.0 update. They finally teased that. They finally, after all these years, teased Horror 2.0. I am so excited. Let's see if we can get a paramic sound. Is it even in this room? Did it move to this room? Oh my god, it did move to this room, didn't it? Yeah, it's in this room, I think. Jesus, the lights are very flickery. I suppose I should get my stuff set up in this room instead. Where is that from? Okay, well now we know where he is. He's in that room right now, but I think this is his ghost room over here. We got him to walk through the salt at least. Which means no wraith. That's a hunt. I kind of want to know where he is. Okie dokie. Well, we know we're in hunt range now. I don't even know where that hunt started from. I hope he didn't just move rooms again. Because that would be... Wait. You're another Jin. I might be coked, he just kind of walked in a direction I really did not want him to go. It's another Jin. I think we should be good to leave on that, honestly. I'm like 95% certain that's a Jin. That's crazy, bro. Today is the day of the Jin. We've had 3 Jins in 3 games. I should have 3 back-to-back Jins. Still not more common than a Revenant, but you know. I kind of love these stats that you can see. My most deaths to Banshee. I think I'll have to start playing on a higher difficulty, or at least the next one up. I would recommend playing on Professional. I think Professional is like the sweet spot of not like too hard, but also not so easy that like the excitement is gone. And also it's a good balance of how much money you get relative to the work you have to put in. Like the most noticeable difference with Professional is that you don't get... Hello, excuse me? Where is this EMF to? It's a Wraith, isn't it? Is this just a Wraith? I suppose it could be a Phantom. Well, let's just get this over with. We can just see if this is one of those two right now. We take salt. We grab our smudges. I mean, yeah, all we need is salt. Any objectives that will be useful here? We can take a paramite. Place the salt down like so. I would like to get a ghost photo in the process. Can we actually do this without dying? Yeah, it's a phantom. No, it isn't a phantom. Is it a wraith? Yeah, it's a wraith. One star ghost photo, no way. Alright, sick. Very, very silly, obvious wraith.
Welcome back.
Ooh, we got the tier 3 sanity pills. Let's upgrade this immediately. So, on this difficulty, we actually don't get anything out of sanity pills. Like, we don't get any sanity restoration from it, but... Tanglewood again when I click random, Jesus. I can now pop them to run faster. Well, not to run faster, but to run with infinite stamina for a bit. Don't tell me. It's another wraith, isn't it? Oh no! Don't be a wraith. Don't be another wraith. Don't tell me, bro. Don't tell me. This game's a joke.
Welcome back.
This game's a joke, dude. We've played 5 games and we've had 3 gins and 2 raids. Why are we no because they don't know what the ghost is. Stupid ass ghosts just revealing themselves immediately as we walk into the house, bro. Maple. Oh god. Okay, this is the hard one. Okay. I want to talk about how crazy the odds are. Firstly, of getting the same ghost back to back 3 times with 3 gins in a row, and then getting Tanglewood twice in a row from random. Both times we walk into the house and immediately get hit with a wraith ability. The fact that just happened is kind of ridiculous. But that's also really funny. I would like to have an EMF, actually. I don't know why I picked up a thermo. I want an EMF. So Maple is the hard map. And the ghost is right here. I think. Yes, it is. That is the beauty of the paramite at tier 3. On big maps, it can just instantly tell you where the ghost is. We love the paramite. Aren't there lights for the entrance here? I'm not certain. I don't know where exactly it is. I'm pretty sure it's in there, but it hasn't been long enough for the temperature. This is probably its room. I do not see any orbs anywhere. Turned the lights off. Or did it? Why did that happen? The lights just all turned off without the breaker turning off. But there was no EMF on the lights. Oh, a ghost vented and I didn't notice. I'm taking a motion sensor in for this actually, I think. I should take in a spirit box, but okay. I honestly really should take a smudge or a crucifix in, but... Oh, here's the light switch for this. But I'm just kind of an idiot. Okay, the ghost is standing right here. This is good enough coverage. Okay, this motion sensor is very helpful. This is actually a really nice ghost room. The motion sensor is so... Yeah, the tier 3 motion sensor is a incredible piece of equipment. It is so useful. Actually, let me... So we're just gonna look for... You're gonna use it to look for the ghost. We're gonna put salt under the ghost. The ghost is chilling right here. He's not in his room right now. If we move it away from the ghost, it'll immediately point to his location. Okay, it beeped, so... Now he turned the breaker off. Okay, he's in here. He's in the... Oh, it's footsteps. Hey! The rare UV is evidence. What does it tell us? No Gorio? No Hantu. That's all it tells us. No Gorio, no Hantu. Not much else we can get from this. What do we want here? We have a crucifix. I can take another motion sensor, I guess. Okay, he's in here. There's his fingerprints on the door. Realistically, I should look for the breaker. Because every second we sit with the breaker not on, our sanity will be going down. But there is a solid chance that we will be getting hunted soon anyways. Hey, we found the breaker though. That was actually not that hard to find. Can we find the cursed possession real quick while we're here? Summoning circle again. Pretty damn useless, but at least we found it. We have the porta potty, which is a good hiding spot. He seems to be preferring this room a lot. Okay, just walk through here. Charge the fingerprints, take a picture. Oh, he's moving a lot, Jesus. Okay, there goes my sanity. We do have Banshee on the table, so I would like to sit with the Paramaker a little bit. For the most part, though, this guy seems to be chilling. Doesn't feel like a Banshee. Yeah. He's not really doing a whole lot. He's just kind of moving around a bunch. Just turn the breaker off again. That's really bad. This app does not have a lot of good places to go. Yeah. Oh, this map is really rough when the ghost starts hunting. That honestly might have been a Banshee. We're stuck in like a blind guess, but he didn't start the hunt in his room. He started outside towards us a bit. They can get you when you're hiding. That doesn't count as a hiding spot. There's a phantom. Really, I didn't notice. Okay.
There's some jobs ready for you.
Yeah, that doesn't count as a hiding spot. The ghost can see through that door. Is a very, very, very hard map to survive on. Once it starts hunting. At least I was right that it wasn't a Banshee. Yeah. It was a Phantom, which does like the same ability, which is why it did keep walking to me. Oh boy. Time to get ourselves killed. Hell yes. You bet we're pulling the whole deck. Thanks, man. W picture. Okay, plus 25 sanity. Minus 25 sanity. Ooh. Where are you? Okay, he's locked in his room, wherever his room is. Okay. Okay, we got a whole lot of nothing. Not gonna lie, that's like the most harmless tarot cards of all time. Well, wherever he is right now is his room. And we got a few tower interactions, which means he should be really active. Which means he's probably in the basement. Because we would have probably heard any other tower interactions. Alas, there does not seem to be a mess anywhere in the house. Which is kind of unexpected. Okay, you just turned the breaker off right as I turned it on, that was mean. I think you can take a picture of this, right? Yeah. Hey, nice. And we got a free ghost photo. So, that goes a long way. I think it's in the garage. Doesn't seem like it. Wherever it is, I'm surprised it didn't have like a big mess in its room. Okay, it's in here. Why is that fan so loud? Hello? Okay, will that be the ghost room? We will take bang, 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 just for now. Because I like having 2 dots to cover the whole room immediately. The breaker just turned off again. This guy's not making me very happy. Excuse me, bro. How many things did it just throw? It just went absolutely crazy in here. But this isn't your room. Dude! I'm guessing shade? Really? I'm actually gonna back out and get a smudge. Because this ghost is very aggressive. I changed my mind, it's not a shade, yeah. I think it's actually quite literally impossible for it to be a shade, because we got the Wheel of Fortune, which gave us 100 sanity, and then we got Ghost Evented, and Ghosts, Shade cannot Ghost Event at 100 sanity. It is quite physically impossible for a shade to do a ghost event when you're at 100 sanity. Is this still your room? Yes. This ghost is definitely crazy, though. Those events were non-stop. And it's still doing a lot. Is this coverage good? Good enough, yeah. Could be better. Them is good dots. Tier 3 dots are so good. I love them. I'll leave my stuff on the table. It's the smudge. I don't need to leave the lighter because the lighter doesn't take up an inventory slot. Do 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 do. We'll take in some of this, and some of this. I think put this on a tripod, why not? I don't use tripods very often, I'm not gonna lie. Usually I just take the camera without the tripod. Yo, what's up, Leo? How hangs it, big man? Whoa! Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Are you here? Are you close? Are you a salad? Oh! Yeah, I noticed that too late, huh? Hello, naked man. You look like you might be a polter. I'm not gonna lie. That was a long fucking hunt. You wanna go away, bro? Man, what an infinite this map is busted. This average DVD loop. You excited for Spring Trap, Leo? Because I know I am. Ghost writing. Not a Rev, not a Dio, not a Faye, not a Moroi. It's probably a Polter. I need to get more objects into this room on the table so we can test for Polter properly. But he kind of fucked this room up. He's about to hunt again. Can you give me a minute to get more stuff on the table, bro? Oh, he was so annoying. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, he hates this room. Yeah, that's a Polter. I just want to play him and go nuts saying horror, horror, horror on stream. Oh, bro, I'm so excited. I cannot wait. Nice. I'm pretty convinced that's a Polter. One of the plates made it into this room. That has to be a Polter. That guy's tossing up a storm. Fuck. If you do that properly, you can get out of the truck and be stuck on the outside while it leaves. We do not say naked guys are tossing, please? I say okay. Technically, he's not naked. He's in a bodysuit. Point hope! No, 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 no. By the way, Hens is so bad. Jesus. Bro's on his hater rock again. What did he do? Why is Hens so bad? What has he done this time? I may have checked if he was in the viewer list. You just like trying to start fights. Bro, I thought I saw the bone on the stairs. I swear the war between you guys is the funniest shit of all time. I sniped him once with Naughty Bear. Did you successfully tunnel him out? He was saying that all he was finding was nurses and blights. I'm so colorblind, bro. I hate this puzzle. I'm too colorblind for it. Okay, it's red, which is not this one. This one. Perfect. Okay, we got the key. You sent yourself to Red Forest? Bro, I feel like Red Forest offerings might... Is Red Forest the least used offering? I swear, Red Forest and Yammer, no one ever requests those maps. Okay, this is the ghost room. Shiver me timbers. I wouldn't mind living in a lighthouse. I mean, was that a... No, I just double clicked it, okay. Jaws music, yeah, it's cool. I think we need to set up a Hens versus Leo 1v1 to settle this once and for all. Oh, we're just doing the Easter egg now. Oh, hello. We're just doing the Easter egg real quick. I need to find the cogs. What? What? I had the prompt to pick it up, did I not? Come on, there's one over there, I think. There's one right here. Ah, not the right size. I don't even know if these are gears. Don't think these are gears. Yeah, we're not finding ones of the right size up here. We need to find the right gears. I'm losing straight up all of my sanity because the ghost turned off the breaker. What? I've picked up something invisible. What was that sound? Okay, I think that this has to be one of the gears. Absolutely has to be one of them. Yes. Okay, there we go. Perfect. What does it do? We have more to do. It's not done yet. Have you played Demonologist? I have played Demonologist. I put a decent amount of time into Demonologist. The devs kind of like abandoned that game. And yeah, there was kind of like a lot of lying and stuff from the devs behind the scenes. A lot of the assets in that game were made by AI. There was like this fake Easter egg hunt the devs sent people on that they pretended existed and it just didn't. And they lied about it so that people would keep playing the game. You preferred it initially to Phasmo, didn't you? I thought the game, horror-wise, did horror significantly better than Phasmo did. The events and stuff that the ghost could do in that game, the amount of interaction that the ghost would have with the map, like when, you know, certain parts of the map will just explode into blood, or you would see the ghost like crawling on the wall and stuff. The horror element in Demonologist was incredible. It was really good. But like, man, the devs lying about everything, about a bunch of things in the game to their community, and then using all these AI models and stuff, and then like, you know, just kind of hardcore abandoning the game and not updating it with as much content as it needed to keep going. Yeah, it kind of fell off really hard. I think I overloaded the breaker. But it is a fun game at its core still. This is not the right room. I think it's pretty sad that TCM will no longer be a thing. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what people saw in TCM. I thought that game was pretty ass from the beginning. 1.0 is freezing, I think. I'm pretty sure it's freezing. Oh shit. I'm fairly convinced that it's freezing. Those are the worst devs I've seen. The TCM, but I played Friday the 13th a decent amount. I thought it was pretty bad, but it was kind of like funny in like a super scuffed way. I did not even bother with TCM. I thought TCM was hopeless from the beginning. I've played like almost all the DVD spin-offs that come out. Because I really like them. I really like Last Year. I really like Home Sweet Home. Yeah, there's the Easter egg done. I think it's not working properly because the breaker is not on. I'll need to go back and turn the breaker on for this to work. Hopefully we can cross back to the breaker without dying. Jesus, hello buddy. I'm so surprised I got Night 6 first try. Bro, you actually popped the fuck off in FNAF 6. That game is really hard in my opinion. I think FNAF 6 is the hardest game, personally. I'm so bad at that game. I'm pretty sure this is freezing. The audio cues are decent. The thing with FNAF 6 is that it's the only game where there's no, like, strictly repeatable pattern that guarantees a victory. Well, not the only game, but like, you know, it is the most... It's hunting. It is the most, like, on-the-fly game where you kind of have to just, like, do it as you go. Instead of having a strategy that you stick to from the beginning and keep going with it until it works. You just can't do that in FNAF 6. And that both makes it really hard and way scarier, in my opinion. Leo, you should get on that before the chapter comes out. Those are like the 3 best games. Yeah. Yeah, see, like, now that we're... See, there's all the ghosts up there. All the people who drowned. I wouldn't hate on the ODs. I don't hate the games at all. Like, obviously, I am the biggest FNAF stan in the world. I absolutely adore every single FNAF game. An actual Pandem stream? Bro, I stream every single week. What do you mean? An actual Pandem stream? No way. I stream every week. Hi, Avatar. Welcome in. I stream every week. I've streamed every week in 2025, and I will continue to stream every week in 2025. They said I was a madman. Anyways, welcome in. Hope you're having a great day. I need to actually start interacting with this ghost now. I think I'm fairly certain freezing is our evidence. What do we need to do here? Incense and a firelight, huh? I should really bring a 4th item. Let's just bring a motion sensor. Yeah, I love the OG FNAF game still, like, don't get it twisted. FNAF 1 is atmospherically incredible. I find the gameplay in FNAF 1 a bit slow. I think part of it is because it has the longest nights in the series. The nights in FNAF 1 are 8 minutes and 55 seconds, which is significantly longer than the nights in any other game. The second longest nights are 7 minutes in FNAF 2. That's a whole minute and 55 seconds longer in FNAF 1. I find that FNAF 1 feels very slow in comparison to the other games, and that's kind of why, like, I don't like it as much as I like the others. Fucking Christ. Ooh. I might have forgotten there's 8:55 instead of 9 because of Scott code, yeah. Scott's really funny like that, and his coding is questionable. Basically, FNAF 1's hours are supposed to be 90 seconds each. What the fuck am I watching? The ghost, I smudged the ghost, so he lost aggro. I blinded him while he was chasing me. FNAF 1's hours are supposed to be 90 seconds each. Actually, I don't know if it's 90 seconds or however long it's supposed to be. I think it's 90 seconds. So that the whole night would be 9 minutes long. Alas, he forgot to... basically, when resetting the hour, the timer resets to 0. To 1 instead of to 0. So, the first hour is 90 seconds long, and subsequent hours are only 89 seconds long. Which leads to the night being 5 seconds shorter than it should be. Which is a really funny oversight, in my opinion. I think 6 is my favorite. 6 is excellent. I love all of the games, so, like, don't get it twisted. Sister Location is my favorite game of all time. Just like FNAF, no FNAF, doesn't matter. Sister Location is just my #1 game of all time. God, dude, this map is so painful. Wait. It's EMF 5, it's not freezing. Oh my god, 1.0 is not freezing. Dude, it's like so hard to test for anything on this map. Someone's experienced most of the games purely through other people, though I intend to change that. I love Security Breach specifically because, dude, Security Breach is fucking hilarious. I don't care. I still have, I'm so glad that, I started my VODs channel before I played Security Breach, so I can still go back and rewatch my, my Security Breach playthrough, because oh my god, that has to be the funniest thing I've ever streamed on my channel. Those 4 Security Breach streams where I finished the game were insanely funny, dude. Why that game was so cooked, I have no idea. It was so broken. Is he coming here? It's just gonna beeline straight to me and kill me. Okay, he disappeared before he could. But oh my god, that game was a disaster and I loved it. Hence, do you think you'll play anything else now that you've played the first 6? %, wholly based. Someone recommended me 2 fan games that I want to play. Which 2 did they recommend you? I'm gonna assume it's Joy of Creation is one of them. And the one that I would recommend you really should play is Candies. The first 3 Five Nights at Candies games. Masterpieces. Good question, I didn't write it down. It was probably Joy of Creation. I would recommend Joy of Creation, Five Nights at Candies, the first 3, and Juniors. I think those 3 are probably the best FNAF fan games you can get and are close to, if not exceeding, the quality of Scott's games. Jolly, I love Jolly. Jolly 3 is incredible. I just wouldn't recommend it to someone who is like, they're looking for a first FNAF fan game. But yeah, you're right, the game is really, really good. It's taking a second, Smudge. Jolly 1 and 2 are okay. Yeah, it's mainly Jolly 3 that's really good. But yeah, like, if you like FNAF, you have to play Candies. Candies is like the absolute must play. Especially Candies 3. Candies 3 is definitely like the no question best FNAF fan game there is. Okay, we have another hunt. Dude, it's extremely hard to test for ghosts on this map. He didn't even follow me. He didn't see me because he was on a different floor. Okay. We're making progress. We're slowly but surely getting the ghost to move. Okay, I don't think it's a Jinn. Okay, it's not a Wraith either. Okay, no Jinn, no Wraith. I really should have paid attention to see if that was an Oni or not. I did not pay close enough attention to... Where are you? Did it airball? Not yet. I did not mean to place the last two there together, whoops. It did use... I don't think it's a shade, because it did pop the crucifix while we were in the room with it. I smudged it that hard. I should have took a smudge timer. It's basically impossible to myling test on this map. Shiver me timbers. This actually might just be a spirit. Shiver me timbers. Actually, this might just straight up be a spirit. We'll do one more hunt test. And see if it looks like Oni flickering. Oh god, don't spawn on top of me, please. Honestly, maybe that is an Oni. Maybe that just is an Oni. I don't know, it's so hard to see like anything on this map. Listen, I like this map. I do like it. I think thematically it's incredibly cool. But oh my god, gameplay wise, this is the worst map in the game. Just by far. It's so bad to play this map. It's unfathomable how horrible this map is to play on. It's so bad. Same thing with... Bro, I like Sunny Meadows. Okay, good, that wasn't Oni.
I've got some jobs ready for you.
We will take one last game. So, speaking of Sunny Meadows, Jesus Christ. Okay. So, Sunny Meadows is, without a doubt, the hardest map in this game by far. Far and away, this is the hardest map in the game. What's this week's weekly, by the way? That's a good question, actually. I haven't checked. See, Mandy, if you're scared of playing Phasmo, this is the one map you stay away from at all costs. This is by far the hardest and scariest map in the game. But for that, I respect it. Why the hell is my stream resetting every 5 minutes? Dude, Twitch has been so bad lately. I swear. Now, one of the hardest things on this map is finding the ghost room. Because of how big the map is. Can you still do this? No shot, they fixed it. Oh, they fixed my cheese. I don't know, this is for like the last 2 years my channel's been resetting if I don't say matches often, and now it's doing it with a side video too. I haven't had it for 2 years, but I have had it for like a few days now. Okay, we have a ghost. That came from in here, I think. Maybe. Like one of these rooms. Oh. Oh shit. Okay, chat. We're gonna make this harder. We're doing this on hard mode. We're popping the voodoo doll and getting rid of all of our sanity. This is the way of the Chad. Well, that's one way to discover that it is a revenant and to not actually decide to fuck with it at all. Revs scare me. Getting a revenant on Sunny Meadows when you just initiate a curse hunt is really the last thing you want to find out. But hey, we know what the ghost is. And the fact that it's a revenant means there's not a chance it will make it here in time. Because it's way too slow. Like, even if it beelines straight over here, there's no way it can make it. If that wasn't a revenant, I will throw myself off a cliff. In-game, of course. In-game. Because you never know when it's going to be a mimic. You can always just decide that it's actually a mimic, and the revenant you hear walking at you from across the map is not the real revenant. But hey, it's a revenant. Ooh, tier 3 Firelight. Dude, I remember streaming Amnesia too. That was a good time. I unfortunately didn't have that on, what's it called? I didn't have my VODs on at that point. Well, I had my VODs on, but I didn't have my VODs channel at that point. This is just something, by the way, I would recommend this to all streamers. Have a VODs channel on YouTube so that you can save your VODs forever. It's like, actually, you don't realize how much you miss your old VODs until they're gone. And also, it's really cool as a viewer to be able to go back and remember streams forever. I'd recommend a VOD channel to everyone who streams. It is really, really easy to maintain. And it's just nice to be able to find VODs whenever you want to and always be able to look back at them. Because you never know when you might want to rewatch something. But yeah, that is it from me today, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. I'll be back next week with... I think 2v8 ends this week, right? So probably back with some more DBD. I will practice FNAF max modes off stream, and I will do that marathon. Hopefully before the chapter comes out, if I feel I'm ready for it. We will do the FNAF marathon. Yeah. Until next week, everybody. You're doing the Spiff, not the full Spiff marathon. We're doing FNAF 1 to 5 max modes. So FNAF 1 420, FNAF 2 1020, FNAF 3 Aggressive Nightmare, FNAF 4 Night 8, and Sister Location 1020. We are gonna try to crack them all out in one stream. But I need more practice than I have right now. Because Sister Location in FNAF 2 and FNAF 4 I am way too rusty on to be able to crank those out in a stream. But yeah, that'll be fun. But yeah, until next time, everybody.